Now to the race for the White House. The election just 1 week away.
Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Trump both holding high-profile events tonight trying to win votes. WGN's Jenna Barnes is joining us now with more on the developments tonight.
Two critical speeches 1 week before Election Day. Former President Donald Trump doing little on stage to distance himself from crude and racist remarks made at a weekend rally, but he's changed his tune in a new interview tonight as Vice President Kamala Harris vows to put country over party and self.
We have to stop pointing fingers and start locking arms.
Vice President Kamala Harris delivering the closing argument of a whirlwind campaign from a symbolic location at the Ellipse in Washington, D.C., the same place her opponent, former President Donald Trump, rallied his supporters on January 6, 2021.
We know who Donald Trump is. He is the person who stood at this very spot nearly 4 years ago and sent an armed mob to the United States Capitol to overturn the will of the people in a free and fair election.
The Harris campaign estimates 75,000 people were in attendance for this rally, where she vowed to be a president for all Americans in a message to undecided voters, touting her plans for a child tax credit, down payment assistance for first-time homebuyers, and construction of more affordable housing.
It is a choice about whether we have a country rooted in freedom for every American or ruled by chaos and division.
We're going to make it a golden age. It seems impossible, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem impossible with these stupid people that we've had to put up with over the last 4 years?
Trump campaigning in Allentown, Pennsylvania, as his campaign faces backlash against a Madison Square Garden rally over the weekend that was supposed to be his closing argument, overshadowed by racist remarks.
Literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
From Mar-a-Lago earlier in the day, Trump called the event a love fest. In Allentown, a majority Hispanic community, he called it a ball.
That was the greatest evening anyone's seen politically.
Trump later addressing the controversy on Fox News.
I don't know if it's a big deal or not, but I don't want anybody making nasty jokes or stupid jokes. I mean, probably he shouldn't have been there, yeah.
President Joe Biden facing his own criticism tonight because he said on a call that the only garbage he sees is Trump supporters. Biden cleaning it up a little later in a tweet saying, quote, his demonization of Latinos is unconscionable. That's all I meant to say. Ray and Micah.